So here is one of the lure molds, and this one's kind of fuzzy. It seems like it's had some use for sure, and some mice has gotten a hold of it one time. But I bought this on eBay. It needs to be cleaned up, but this is some kind of a grub or a caterpillar or something, but I can see it potentially catching something somewhere, somehow. So that'll be some top pour stuff we'll do on that mold. Let me get my little measuring sticky. And these are approximately 3 inches in length. And again, you can see the profile is like a caterpillar. That is about a 1/2 inch at the widest, and it backs off to about 7/16 or 7/8, no, 7/16 an inch. Maybe right about 3/8 of an inch. Let's just say that. And so I think this will be a pretty neat, if not a lure by itself, then a pretty neat one to potentially use in conjunction with another lure. Maybe making my own spinner baits and using this instead of a skirt. So that would be a pretty cool deal. And if you've seen the skirt video, and kind of cool, Dave told me I can make Barbie doll skirts now. So look, if you see a Barbie doll on my desk and it's got a silly leg skirt on it, it's Dave's fault. It's Dave's fault. Nothing I can do about that. He caused it. So this mold is a tango tube. Let's just get her open and see what she looks like. Okay. So what we got here. Oh, you guys let me know if you want to see the machining on it, because I'll have to cut a taper and to make this plug here. So you can buy these little plugs for like $30, and there are different designs on them and this and that and the other. But I cannot possibly understand this being. I don't see why I can't make one. I've made tapers before. They're not easy, but I made tapers. And so I think I can make a kind of like cast this with something and use it to set up in my lathe to make this taper. And of course, the rest of this is just super simple to machine out. It's just this taper. Once I got the taper done, then I can set it up in my milling machine at whatever angle this is and cut the grooves in it for the legs. So this is a tube mold. This is a tube lure. And so the tip of this right here, you have interchangeable pieces that can be either just barely up in here or even extended all the way almost to the top so that you'll make this tube hollow. And then down on the bottom, this part will have legs. And so potentially I may make one of these that's blank so that it's just this tube part, and then another one that's got legs cut on it for however many legs I think I need, dangling off the bottom of this tube. So that's basically how this tube is set up. So this part from here down is all just the profile of this that would be held in place in this mold to position it and hold it centered up through here. This part right here of the plug would be touching the walls and faces with just the little grooves cut down to this end down here. And I would probably, machine this maybe 1/1000th thinner so that air could escape, because there's no air releases on any of this. So I may drill it right through the middle so that air can escape through the center, and cross drill it and make this about 1/1000th thinner, and this would be exact to hold it perfectly centered in the mold. And then you can potentially get a little bit of air leakage coming through here. I don't know. I got to play with it, and I need to look at one of a real one to see, to kind of get an idea on how I need to make it. So this right here is just all the plug. And so the mold potentially is probably 3 7/8 in length, full length. If you just have the tube itself, then it is right at 2 inches. And then your cross section at the widest is 3/4, and narrowest would be 1/2 inch. So it'll make a pretty decent size tube. And this right here is ridged, so it'll be ridges all the way around the tube for the length of the body on the tube. So I think this is a pretty neat mold. I'm looking forward to making this part. I won't be when I make it, because I'm never happy when I'm machining stuff like this harder, and it's not working. When I'm machining it's working, I'm happy. When I'm machining it is not, I'm not happy. But once I'm done, I'm always happy because I get it. But I don't always get it the first time. So anyway, so this is a pretty cool mold. I'm looking forward to doing some stuff with it, but I don't have all the parts to actually cast this mold yet, so that is unfortunate. And then here we go. This is a 4-inch riptail mold. And this is pretty neat. It's kind of like that other mold that's I think it was a shad or something of that nature. It's kind of got the same tail that one had, except over here, this one was cut down to make a belly. That top section is pretty flat and straight. And so you'd have a ribbed bottom, a flat, I guess, top, and this would be your basic profile. And so the overall length of the individual bait would be 3 7/8 inches. And if you took and stretched that out, which you know that's going to extend it, that'll probably make it close to a 5-inch bait. And then the cross section is probably 7/16. So this is a pretty neat mold. It's a three cavity mold. I don't have a lot of multi-cavity molds, but it's I look forward to trying to do something with it. I think I may shoot some of these here pretty soon, hopefully, because I don't know if we're leaving for vacation this coming Friday, August 1st, or if 2025, or if it'll be Saturday or Friday evening. I'm not sure. I know we're going to be leaving. I don't know exactly what time, but I got a whole bunch of stuff to pack up, so that's why I'm taking Friday off to get everything packed up. And hopefully I can shoot some of these molds, because I'm definitely wanting to go fishing while we're on vacation. And these little divots in the molds are designed to put something in there and turn it to pop the mold open. So I'm super stoked and excited about these fishing molds, because they are just working out. I mean, they're coming out phenomenal for my first time ever doing these molds. And so I'm really excited about that, because it's not skill. And if there's no skill involved in me and my fishing baits, I promise you, it's luck. It's all luck. So here we got a penny twin tail 4-inch item 96012 TPT 240. This is a twin tail. That's all they have marked on it. TT 4-inch, so twin tail 4-inch. Okay, so this is a dual mold. It's got two at a time. You'll notice some of my other molds are painted, and usually with these, I don't know if these are the Essential series or what, but they're a cast aluminum, so it'll be a rough surface on the lure. And so painting them, I'm assuming this is why, but painting them would cause it to be a smoother surface on the bait. So it kind of makes a heart-shaped, and this is kind of like a grub or something. It is at the widest, almost 1/2 inch, narrow, just over, so right about 3/8. Length of the body is 2 3/4, and length of the entire bait is 3 1/4, probably upwards to 4. That's where they hit the 4 inches when this tail stretches out. So that's where they're getting the 4 inches. And the width back here is roughly 2 inches. And the tail on its own is 2 inches, so 2 by 2 on the backside. And so this is another mold I think could potentially do some pretty cool stuff. All of the molds that I've cast except for one, and I've redone it in clearer water, and that was the whole Fishing with Dave video that I lost. It showed it. Every one of them swims phenomenal. They all swim good. And it's, like I said, it's just a tribute to these molds because I have no skill. I don't know what I'm doing with the these molds and casting my own soft bait plastics. And so the molds are good and they're working out great. This is just a spinnerbait mold. I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't even know if I'll ever use it. I got one that I've had for years and years and years and years and years. I got like 100 of these different kind of molds like this. And I've never used it. And I don't know if I ever use this one, but I might. Or I might modify it for, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? I'm crazy. I'm a goober. Casting jig 1/8, 3/16, 1/4, model SMJ-3-SF. So if you want any more details on any of these molds that I kind of glaze over, just let me know and I'll pull them back out and we'll do another video. But this mold right here is probably one you may not see unless I can find a use for it. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.